Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock-Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Jaguars will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Rainbow Warriors offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Off he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Quarterback now breaking the field. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Here comes the offense on first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And now on second down for this offense. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though. They get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The quick out. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They're going to throw it again. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns. I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense. Gonna take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Hawaii. Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was is a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Going up top on first down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, South Alabama. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play,
just destroying his way through the field. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain here. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Dumps it to the back. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by just one over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
On second down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the quick game. It's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Snags it over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
He's got his man. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just a short pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. And those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the Rainbow Warriors looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Comes out throwing on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these outwards. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
22, South Alabama, 17.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal. Looking deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner goes down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Motion from the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
At the 45 on his way. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Trying to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Complete out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The RPO, fire complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They turn to the passing game on third and short. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in his direction.
And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. on second down, just keeps firing. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium.
Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. And the Jaguars will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Slips through the line, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And Find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Sends it downfield, and it's caught inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sidelines to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart. Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Defense.
Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give them the touchdown. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield, it's Coffee. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Corner's going to give them room. Quick handoff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Coming after. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense comes. fumble recovery. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Second down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Scott. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Wong. And his first pass is incomplete.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Alabama. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Wong. Fires to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. It's a draw. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Makes a connection. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And the Jaguars look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw. Complete in the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They want to just keep throwing it. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score. But now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
He's looking to pass. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and we... tied up here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out the game.
He steps out of bounds, but he's... on the play. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's right on target. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He'll pull it down and run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. These DBs going to give a little cushion. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
Now, a fourth down.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
That's another South Alabama.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.